Good evening, Internet. The Real Stream here. Welcome to another episode of my pet deck series where I play my favorite cards and decks in Magic the Gathering. And the first deck that I ever built was a Rakdos deck in the first video game that was ever released of Magic. It was like Duels of the Planeswalkers. I forget what it was called. It came in the same disc that had like the little Chandalar board game that I'm sure you've seen people play online. Anyway, the deck contained cards like Strip Mine and Hypnotic Spectre, Disrupting Scepter, Lightning Bolt, Stone Rain. It was all about taking away everything that our opponents had, like making them discard all their cards, burning them in the face with lightning bolts, destroying all their lands with strip mines and stone rains. So every format I play, I like to try to simulate that deck, and I realized I haven't tried that in standard, so that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to play some B-Sad Control. What is B-Sad Control? Let's take a look. So what is B-Sad Rakdos Control? Well, the idea of this is a very heavy resource denial deck. We're trying to take away all of our opponent's resources. We're going to make them discard their cards with duresses, intimidation tactics, dreams of steel and oil that hit, target different things. Creatures for these two cards, non-creatures for this card. We've additionally got our Bandit's Talent, which serve as a rack effect win con. When we eventually get our opponents down to 0 cards, they start taking damage every upkeep, but they don't have cards in their hand, so that's a way for us to inflict damage, as well as eventually a way for us to draw cards if our opponent's hand remains empty. We've got Liliana the Veil, of course, as a combination discard and removal piece, and we've got our Seeker's Folly as mind rots that can also sweep 1 toughness creatures. And then we've got Hostile Investigators as sort of a win con / discard piece. They can let us give us clues when we make our opponent discard cards, which would help us cycle through our deck. It's really kind of one of the only forms of card draw that we have in the deck is our Hostile Investigators. And then we're going to blow up our opponent's lands, and unfortunately these days there's no Stone Rain. You can't really do this in standard for less than like 4 mana. Well, we're trying to do it in our mana base with our Demolition Fields and Sunken Citadels, which does allow us to blow us non-basic lands as early as turn 2. We've additionally got these dragons. So there's 2 of these 4-cost dragons, which are 4 something flyers. Already a good rate, for an evasive attacker that's fairly large. It's just 4 mana, but they also blow up a non-basic land when they enter. They allow our opponent to search up a basic land if they do this, but between those cards and the Demolition Fields, the idea is eventually we'll run our opponents out of basic lands so that these just turn into like 4 mana Stone Rains effectively. They're almost identical. The Buzzcrusher has trample, but it's also an artifact, so it's a little bit easier to remove since like artifact removal hits it, whereas the Magmatic Hellkite does not have trample but has 1 additional toughness, so it's a little harder to remove than the Buzzcrusher. So running a 3/3 split. We also got Sandworm from Final Fantasy, which is a 5/4 haste that when it enters destroys any land. This can include basic lands, so this could be good to like finish off our opponent's mana base after we've already taxed their mana a whole bunch with our Buzzcrushers, Hellkites, and Demolition Fields. It's also just a 5/4 hasty attacker, so fairly large body that can close out games quickly. Then we've got some burn spells in our deck. We've got a Burst Lightning and a Lightning Strike are the only burn spells that can go to face. I wish there were a bit more of this, but unfortunately we only have these 3 spells for tonight as burn spells that can go to the face. And then we've got our just general Rakdos interaction, creature removal, etc. We got cut downs. We've got a Fire Magic, which is a sweeper that I like quite a bit. For 1 mana, it just sweeps up 1 toughness creatures, but it's scalable and it's instant speed, which I think makes this actually quite a good card. Then we've got some Go for the Throat. We've got a Strategic Betrayal, which doubles us a little bit of graveyard hate. Since we are putting lots of cards in our opponent's graveyard, we want them to not be able to use that, so we want a little bit of graveyard hate in the main. That's what Strategic Betrayal is doing, while also being a removal spell. Suplex can exile artifacts and enchantments. Importantly, it can exile things like Enduring Innocence and Enduring Curiosity, so that's why I like Suplex in this deck. We're running a couple of Iron Crags because our deck is loaded with 4 and 5 drops. It is nice to be able to play those a little bit early, so the Iron Crag can help us do that. Yeah, and then we've got a Deadly Cover-Up on the top end as a sweeper that can hit bigger stuff. It cleans up boards from mid-range decks, etc. that aren't taken care of by our discard, our removal, and our Fire Magic. Total of 25 lands in the mana base, including the aforementioned Demolition Fields, as well as Sunken Citadels, so we theoretically can start the LD on turn 2 if we draw a Demolition Field and a Sunken Citadel. We also are running a couple of Restless Vents as creature lands that loot when they attack, and 3 of Raucous Theaters. We don't have a lot of like card selection, card draw in the deck, so we're going to be leaning pretty heavily on these Surveil lands to help us fix our draws to get the cards that we need. The sideboard contains Dreams of Steel and Oil and a Duress to shore up whatever style of discard is good in the matchup. We got a Delight with Affliction and a Braid against aggro decks, as well as a Pyroclasm and another Deadly Cover-Up to shore up our sweeper count. Feed the Swarm and Withering Torment are there against enchantments. Sometimes you just need spells that can kill enchantments, and Black does have access to those these days. And we've got 3 Soul Guide Lanterns against graveyard decks to help us against those matchups, like the Omniscience deck, of course. And then we have a 3 of Urbrask's Forge, just as a sideboard juke against control decks. This is a card that can win the game on its own, so we'll board this in probably against control decks mostly, or combo decks, just as a win con they won't be expecting, and will win the game for us if they can't shut it down. So that is the plan. We are going to make our opponents sad by interacting, destroying all their stuff, making them discard their cards, blowing up their lands, burning them in the face, smacking them in the face with our Buzzcrushers, Hellkites, and Sandworms. So, is this deck any good? I don't know. I really haven't tested it. I kind of put it together at the last minute. I was going to play something else, but then I decided last minute to like try this out. So it's basically untested. I'm a little worried that it is so heavy on this expensive stuff. We do have 25 lands plus 2 Iron Craigs, which should be enough mana value wise, but I can see draws where we get just Clunk City, hands full of like 4 and 5 drops, which could be a problem considering we don't really have card selection. Normally I would put a card like Mishra's Research Desk in this deck, but we don't have that today. We're just trying to shove as much interaction as possible. So we're really hoping that Bandit's talents and Hostile Investigators will be enough card draw / card selection to let us get the pieces we need. But let's find out. Maybe we're disruptive enough that that it will just all work out in the end. Only one way to find out. Let's run some matches in Diamond Tier on the ladder. If you like off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. All right, Ian's going to be our first opponent. Will be on the play with some B-sad control. And this looks fine on the play. We'll keep it. We need some lands, but we'll find it. There's 25 lands in our deck. We have some early game plays. So this deck is called Be Sad because when I originally made the deck, and it had cards like, like I mentioned, Hypnotic Spectre, Strip Mine, Stone Rain, Lightning Bolt, Disrupting Scepter, Mind Twist. I called it my Eat Something and Die deck, or ESAD. So Be Sad is like a slightly modified version of ESAD. That doesn't involve swearing. We're gonna go ahead and Bandit's talent. Make you discard. What's happening? They discard Nowhere to Run. Deep Cavern Bat. Well, we have 2 removal spells, so that's okay. Summon Fenrir. He's gonna ramp them. Okay, well, in response to that trigger, we'll do 2 damage to each creature. They grab a swamp. Okay, we're gonna play the Iron Crag. Oh, it taps both my Demolition Fields. Alright, I guess we'll just level up the Bandit's talent to 2. So it's a mini rack. Yothin Roadwatcher. Okay, so they're a graveyard deck. Returns their Skirmish Rhino. Okay, let's go ahead and blow up their Wastewood Verge, I guess. I think we'll just play defense with our 5/4. Squirming Emergence. Alright, opponent's ramping pretty well. So our LD plan is going to be somewhat challenged. But they are in rack range. Duress. Let's duress you. Last card is a land. Let's play another Sandworm. We'll destroy this land here. Let's attack with one of our worms. They are going to start taking rack damage. Okay, they double block. We'll kill this thing. They play a cottage. Okay, we draw Sunken Citadel. Let's play Sunken Citadel on black. So, let's see. Yeah, I can do this. Let's get rid of your cottage. They activate it. Fanatical Offering. So they sack it. Okay. Huh. Wow, okay. They juked us pretty well there. Let's attack. And let's go ahead and field another one of their lands. Do you have more basics? Fanatical Offering got us pretty good. Would have been nice to, like, Thoughtseize that. They have Go for the Throat on top of their library, which they keep. More Squirming Emergence. Alright, looks like they're out of basics. They shuffled away their Go for the Throat. So let's play this Vent. Fully level up our talents. I think we'll pass. Reload. So they get the Yothen, which means they can cast it and get another creature out of their yard. Alright, they play a land. Alright, they've got a pretty wide board. At the end of your end step, there are 4 more cards. Each opponent may sacrifice any non-land permanent of their choice to discard a card. Then it deals damage to the didn't sacrifice or discard a card this way, equal to its power. No. Undo. Just take the damage. Okay, I get to draw 2. Liliana. Sure, let's Liliana, make you sack.
Happy to help, but I'm taking...
They probably sack Fenrir, which is going to go away anyway. No, they sack someone else. Okay. No attack. Rack you for 2. They don't get to draw a card because my worm is the biggest creature. Another one of those guys. Attacking me with the thingy, so I probably do need to block that. No, I don't want to sack anything. Just take the damage. You get to draw 2. Alright, double dragons. So I guess we'll just Buzzcrush that. Oh, it's target to me. It targets both players. This dragon. Play another dragon. Target that. Plus Lily. Rack you.
Outsmarting me.
Heritage Reclamation my Buzzcrusher. Sure, we'll sack the Iron Crag. And we'll take 2. We each draw 2 cards. Another Buzzcrusher. Oh, I've got these Restless Vents too. Kind of forgot about those. So let's Edict you.
Sacrifices must be made.
I think we'll play another Buzzcrusher. We'll attack. Probably should have held on to that land and just attacked with this. I don't know if I would have had enough mana. I wouldn't. We're just gonna take the damage. They go to 14. So I think I kill them here. Yeah, with the bolts, I definitely kill them. Okay. Attack. Sure, we'll discard the Iron Crag. Do some strategic betrayal. And also bolt you. And rack you. Alright. So they're a very heavy basic graveyard deck, which we don't necessarily like, but it's okay. I think we want Dreams, we want Anoint with Affliction, we want Soul Guide Lanterns. Deadly Cover-Up also. They are a heavy basic deck, so I think we can trim our LD a bit. Although I do like the dragons. Maybe cut Suplex. Cut a Duress. I think I'll cut Fire Magic too. Just stick with 4 dragons and 2 worms. That should be good. Well, Dreams of Steel and Oil and Soul Guide Lantern are good. We don't have untapped black mana turn 1, so if they have Deep Cavern Bat, that could be a problem. Let's just hope they don't have it, probably. Okay, Sulphur Springs. We are going to play untapped black mana. And Dreams. We'll take... Okay, they are like a pixie deck. We'll take the Overlord and the card feature in their graveyard. That's pretty good. Hopeless Nightmare. We'll just card. Probably Sunken Citadel. Let's just Duress the Momentum Breaker. We'll bin a Swamp. Pixie, Hopeless Nightmare. Okay, we'll discard Raucous Theater. So let's go Bandit's Talents. Make you discard. They discard 2 lands because they have to, and then a Soul Guide Lantern. Exiling Momentum Breaker. We'll pass. Thank you for the follow. Attack for 2. Liliana. Okay. What's Lily? Edict you.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
They're gonna surveil or scry. Scry 1 top, 1 bottom.
I've always hated crowds.
Squirming Emergence. So they're just gonna make me discard Anoint again. I could sack my Soul Guide Lantern, which I guess I'll do. I don't want them to get another scry, and I don't want to lose 2 life. Alright, let's level up Bandit's talent. Let's plus discard.
Don't overthink things.
Lightning Strike, probably. Start racking them. And opponents had enough. All right. We made them sad indeed. Game 1 looked a little sketchy, but game 2, that's kind of how we drew it up. Mindful the Mighty is our next opponent. We're going to be on the draw, it looks like. And our hand looks fine. We'll keep. I mean, hopefully they're not too aggro, because it's a bit slow. Alright, opponent mulls to 6. Boomtown Beatstick. Okay. Raucous Theater. Liliana number 2. Sure. Giot, King of the Dwarves. Okay, they equip the beat stick. Double strike. Ow. They make 2 treasures. That's pretty good. Swiftblade Vindicator. Oh, I love that card. It's kind of bad for me here. Alright, Lily.
Enough
Edict.
with the mysteries. I've come. One of your friends has to leave.
Alright, they sack their dwarf. So no more treasures. That's good news. The War Whip makes a token. Gives double strike. Basilisk Collar. What's up, Maven?
With friends.
Okay. So I can Seeker's Folly. I could just play a 4/4. Which will trade for this Rebel. Or I could Seeker's Folly to kill this. Hope they don't play another creature, then next turn I can Liliana. I think I like starting to go after their lands though. So let's play a Hellkite. Blow up a non-basic. I actually can block this and kill it without dying, because I have 5 toughness. This has Death Touch because of the Basilisk Collar. They do have this equipment that can give their stuff menace, which is an issue. Okay, they're gonna give that menace. So I'm gonna take 4. Okay. Okay, so they've done it in such a way that I can block, but I'll die to the first strike death touch damage. Do I want to do that? I will take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage if I don't. Yeah, I probably need to. Like a regular old removal spell would be nice to have. So they get the treasure off the beam stick. That's pretty cool. Okay. Well, now I can kill their Vindicators. Alright, I take 6. Get a bunch of treasures. Mana, not an issue for them. Okay. Dreams of Steel and Oil, I imagine that's a brick. Yep. I guess we'll get that. So then we can Lily. Edict you.
This fight finished before brunch. Off you go.
Play a Demolition Field. Okay. Strategic Betrayal's a good one. So let's plus. Ditch this mountain. Play a Hellkite. Blow up a non-basic. So we got their next creature covered, as long as it's not hasty. Another Geots. Totally fine. Sunken Citadel. Alright. We'll name Black. Mickey Sack. Get rid of your graveyard. Plus Lily.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Another beat stick. I don't think there's any point in continuing to attack their lands. I'm just gonna hold on to this Demolition Field in case they play like a Restless Bivouac or something. Ooh, there's a Sandworm. Alright, Sandworm. Blow up your non-basic. It's hasty. Attack for 9. Plus.
Don't overthink things.
Alright, another Sunken Citadel we'll call red. Let's plus.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Elspeth's Smite, and they're dead. Unless they can do something. Alright. So Boros equips. I think we want a Braid, Pyroclasm, Anoint with Affliction. We'll cut a Duress, Strategic Betrayal, Again, they're evasive. They seem to be a very basic heavy deck, so we can cut a couple of our LD dragons. They also have like massive treasure generation. I think I can cut a couple of LD creatures. Maybe even go like this and then add another. Maybe I should keep in Strategic Betrayal. They're not that heavy on creatures. Or possibly Deadly Cover-Up. Nah, like this is good, I think. We have a Duress. We can't play turn 1. This hand's very slow. And it has no removal either. It's definitely borderline. Duress is good because it can take like a key equipment from them, but not if they play it on their turn 2. I think I mulligan, actually. It's a little too clunky. Alright, this is better. I like how we have actual removal spells for their creatures. I think we're going to bottom this Sandworm. Alright, Swamp is a good draw. Crystal Barricade. We'll cut that down. Alright, let us Iron Crag. There's the War Whip. It's a 2/2 double strike. We will surveil Bandit's Talent. I like that. Giot. Swiftfoot Boots. Alright, let's Fire Magic to kill both their creatures. Alright, we draw Bandit's Talent. Make you discard. We'll hold up 2 mana for a Bolt or Anoint with Affliction. Argus costs Spirit of Justice. When interest attacks, choose up to 1. Okay. Actually, you can't Bolt or Anoint it. Hexproof Haste Double Strike. Alright, so we need a Lily here. Raucous Theater. Suplex. Suplex can kill the boots. I guess we're fully leveling up Bandit's talents. Dude, what's with all the spam tonight? We draw suplex plus duress. So we can kill one thing. The equipped creature has double strike. I don't know. I guess we suplex that. Alright. We'll anoint this with affliction. We get to draw 2. Okay. That's a good one. Let's duress you. Land. Strategic betrayal. We are racking. We get to draw only one this time. A dragon. Sure. Let's go ahead and play a dragon. Blow up a non-basic. Doesn't matter which one, really. Can I draw a Mind Rot or a Lily, please? Another Bandit's talent's pretty good. Alright, let's Bandit's talent. Make you discard. Discard their whole hand. Okay. Level 2. Double rack action. Inti. In response to the equip, bolt it. And that's game. Okay. Not bad, not bad. J891011. The Phyrexian Standard Bearer will be on the play. Yeah, we've got cheap spells. So that looks like a keep. We've got Painful Mana. Let's duress. Deduce Silver Scrutiny, get lost. So they looks like control. I think we take Silver Scrutiny. Alright, let's Bandit's talents. They discard Get Lost. Probably means they drew another one. Okay, we draw a Mind Rot. Let's play our land on Red. Level up. Gonna drop a deduce. Alright, I think we'll Sunken Citadel their dual land. Grab a black source. We could go for a Mind Rot here. Pretty good bet they have a counter spell. But we can get him to use it. I think that's good. Mind Rot you. We take 1-for-1 trades. Union of the Third Path. They discard Mind Splice Apparatus plus land. Okay. Let's Demolition Field your non-basic. Grab a swamp, I guess. We'll go for a Buzzcrusher. They play a Mind Splice Apparatus. It has Flash, huh? We will not destroy our own land, but we will destroy yours. This has Flash. Alright, Bandit's talent number 2. Opponent cracks their clue. Make you discard. Start racking. Attack. Okay. G-Dur gonna mill us? Okay, they're milling. Attack. Level 3 on this. They're both on level 2, I guess. Alright, I need more Mind Rots now. Light Sun's Twilight. We have no better targets for these, so might as well use them on mites. The Iron Crag. Not really what I want here. Why did it not let me go for the throat? Oh, because they're all artifact creatures. Duh. Okay. Liliana. Three steps ahead. Deduce. All right, I think we've lost this one. We need like our fire magic or deadly cover up, which we don't find. Okay. So we want duress. We want a braid, I guess, for their thing. Urbrask's Forge for the control matchup. Possibly Pyroclasm. It's only good against that White Sun, but they're gonna... That's like their win con, I'm sure. Okay, so I don't think we need Cut Down. Go for the Throat. Strategic Betrayal. Don't think we need Deadly Cover-Up. We're keeping in 2 Chief Sweepers for Mites. Probably don't need Burst Lightning. Cut all the burn spells? I guess that's the plan. Okay. Dreams of Steel and Oil hits artifacts and creatures, so it's actually good. This is a good hand. Duress. Stock up or 3 steps ahead. Oh, I should have taken... I guess I can't take either one of those with Dreams of Steel and Oil. Fire Magic. Nothing doing. They do have their White Suns. Can we draw land? We need to draw something relevant. Sandworm. Well, let's see if they want to use their counterspell on that. I imagine they will. They don't have enough mana to also draw cards, so that's good. Syncopate. Opponent's emotes are getting on my nerves. Buzzcrusher. They do counter and draw. Okay. Citadel, mostly red. Need something good here. Mirix. Just gonna go for the Twilight here. Alright. Let's kill all the mites. Liliana. Yeah, I guess we're starting to take up Liliana.
Dominaria shadows drop it.
Get lost.
Delay, nothing more.
Deck, we need something good. Urbrask's Forge. Well, see if they have a counter for this. We have to go for it. Syncopate. Alright, we get it off. Another Twilight. Alright, we don't have a chance pre-combat to explore. Bandit's talent. It's not gonna help me survive against the mites. Sandworm? Sandworm might be decent. But it, again, is not going to help me survive against these mites, which will just kill me in 2 attacks, so it's actually not good. I think I'm just dead to this. Yeah, I should not have top decked that Sandworm. I needed Pyroclasm. Well, opponents, I mean, you just need to attack and then I'll scoop, because I got nothing. Okay. I'm already at 8, yeah. And I topped this Sandworm for some reason. Okay, play a Sandworm. Blow up Murex, I guess. They make a token. Get my token. Yeah, attack with my token. And then lose the game. Yep. Too bad. Needed a bit more discard. I think maybe we don't have enough in our 75. Drakmanj will be our next opponent. Will be on the play. It's a 1-lander with no colored lands. Unfortunately, that's a mulligan. This hand will keep, and bottom probably Demolition Field. Alright, let's duress. Lay down arms, virtue of loyalty, carrot cake. Alright, they're gonna be like a caretaker's talent deck, I'm guessing. I think I'll take the carrot cake because that gives them scries. Alright, let's play Bandit's talent. Make you discard. Alright, they have a carrot cake. Sure. Buzzcrusher. Well, we can't cast that. Let's just level up our Bandit's talent. Voice of Victory. Why can we not? Oh, we can't cast spells during their turn. That's why. It's like, why can't we cut down this Voice of Victory? Intimidation tactics. Do we want that? I think we just want land number 4. Let's go ahead and just kill this. Enduring Innocence. Do we just 1 damage to everything? Yeah, I think so. So they get the Enduring Innocence back, unfortunately. We don't draw land number 4. This is definitely one concern I have about this deck, is all the enduring creatures. That's why I have a suplex in my main board. I don't have any way of dealing with the transformed version. So they get to draw a card. I don't have any way in my main board of dealing with the transformed Enduring Innocence. Iron Crag. Okay. So they get to make a 2/2 and draw a card. Yep. Sure. Okay. Archangel Elspeth. Okay.
This fight ends now.
Make a token, draw a card.
This is our fight to win.
Let's bolt the Elspeth. I don't think we can win from here, unfortunately.
Light will outlast you.
Do that. We could have done Buzzcrusher, but
Given everything.
if we just let Elspeth sit on the battlefield, okay, they have double 5 mana Elspeth as well. They're all like, they looks like their mana base is entirely swamps. Okay. Well, this is a matchup that's very bad for us. So we want Dreams of Steel and Oil, Anoint with Affliction, Duress, Withering Torment, Feed the Swarm, Pyroclasm. We're not going to be able to blow up any of their lands, but we can't completely cut all of this. Like, these are still 4/4s, which isn't bad. I think we do cut all the Sandworms. I don't know, cut a cut down. Spot removal's not, like, great against them. I don't know what else we could bring in that would be good. The dragons are good for, like, pressuring planeswalkers, I guess. So we'll cut Go for the Throat and Strategic Betrayal. Let's try this. Okay, Annoyance Affliction is the card we want against Enduring Innocence, so we'll keep this. Okay, Duress is good as well. Carrot Cake is the only thing we can take. They have double Voice of Victory. Plus Enduring Innocence. Okay. I think I'll Lily. Edict
Something
you.
suspicious is going on. And for once it's... Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Enduring Innocence. Okay. What do we want to do here? think... I think I'll actually play Hostile Investigator, Sneaky Discard, get a clue. I'll plus discard my Buzzcrusher. It's a little risky because if they have something that can create tokens now, or if they have a lay down arms, it's kind of bad. Battle menu. Well, they get to kill Lily, which is too bad, really. But
isn't how things were supposed to go.
Okay, we actually get to Mind Rot you. That's pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like Mind Rotting you. Alright, Dreams of Steel and Oil. Exile the Overlord, that's pretty good. Exile a Voice of Victory, too. Alright, let's Anoint with Affliction. Alright, we got opponent down to nothing. Draw a card. Feed the Swarm. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Requisition Raid. I guess we'll take Voice of Victory. Alright, Duress. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment. I guess we'll just take Lay Down Arms. Caretaker's Talent. Alright, Demolition Field. Get rid of the talents. So we need like a win con of some kind. Duress. Bandit's Talent. Our deck should have an Aklazot's. Voice of Victory. Yeah, okay. There we go. So let's bolt the Voice of Victory. Play Bandit's Talents. Tick it up. Another Voice of Victory. Okay. Let's kill that. Elspeth. Make some soldiers. Kill the soldiers. Fully level up the Bandit's Talent. Caretaker's Talent. Make soldiers, draw a card. Can draw. They don't get to draw another card. Okay, we get to draw two. Lightning Strike. I guess that's okay. Play this. Elspeth is at 7 loyalty. still at 4. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Elspeth is gross, man. Okay. Well, definitely a deck that's good against us. Alright, Ian, the standard bearer, will be our final opponent tonight. We'll keep. Hand looks pretty good. Got Duress and an Iron Crag. Opponent's mulliganing, that's good. Opponent mulls to 4. We'll Duress. Quarry Steel Cutter. Just greedy. Hello. Sure. Deadly Cover Up. Do we want to keep that on top? I feel like we're not going to need a Deadly Cover Up with the cards we have. The thing has 4 power now. It has. They can prowess it up to 4. Okay, they don't have a response. Good. Play this on red. VV. So let's Buzzcrusher. Double Storm Chaser's talent. It's pretty good. We can just spend that mana immediately to level up one of their Storm Chaser's talents. Boy, I'll be sad if we lose this on a mull to 4. Sandworm. I mean, this doesn't really do anything. Just lets them fish another land out of their deck. They take it. They can get back Opt. They can cast off VV. Yeah, this card is so ridiculous in this deck. Ugh. Alright, they attack. 3. Let's see, this doesn't have prowess, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they played another thing, their attack could be lethal. So I guess I'm just attacking with this Sandworm. Play the Iron Crag. Stock up. It deals 1 damage to each opponent too. Sleight of hand. Yeah, I think they got us actually. Man, this deck is broken. This card is ridiculous. Yeah, imagine that, just like getting 6 free mana. Quarry Steel Cutter. Okay. Well, they cheesed us out on a multi 4. Wow, that's sad. Okay. Anoint with Affliction, a Braid, Pyroclasm. Probably don't want the Dreams of Steel and Oil or the Intimidation tactics. I think we do want Duress. We also probably want some Soul Guide Lanterns. Cut Worm. Liliana against all those tokens. Cut a Liliana. Couple of worms. Cut all the worms. And maybe one of the dragons too. Like, they only need like 2 mana to go off because they get all the free mana off VB. They need 3 lands, but we're not going to be able to stop them from getting three lands. So... I don't know. Seeker's Folly is good at sweeping tokens. Depending on what we draw, this could be good. I'm gonna keep. We're playing against the best deck in Standard, so gotta keep. You gotta take risks. We draw a Burst Lightning. What do I want to do here? Play a Soul Guide Lantern for no real value. Opt. Take 2. Yeah, we'll pass. Fire Magic. We don't draw land, however, which really is a bummer. I guess I'll just play Bandit's Talents. Like, I have no answer to a Corey Steel Cutter or anything. Maybe I can get them to tap out and play some creatures, and then I can sweep them next turn when they can't, you know, do any prowess stuff. We'll see. They discard a land and a stock up. Okay. VB. Okay, we don't draw land. However, I can still kill their stuff because of fire magic being so cheap. Stock up, yeah. Can you draw a land, please? Thank you. What do I want to do here? Huh. I could Mind Rot them. They have 5 cards in hand. I could Lily plus, and what would I discard? I guess I would discard Deadly Cover Up. because I can't cast it. Sure, let's get Lily down. Plus,
Happy to help.
we'll discard Deadly Cover-Up. Drake Catcher, Sunken Citadel. So I think I want to do this. Make you sack your Drake Catcher.
One of your friends has to leave.
Play this on black. Tick up Bandit's Talent. Pass. Corey Steel Cutter. Yeah, the tokens they get are hasty. And it's going to be a 2-2, so there goes Lily. Is there anything I could have done to prevent this? I don't think there is. There's no play I had that keeps Lily alive here. I don't know. I guess I could have plussed Lily, strategic betrayaled the Drake Catcher, then she would have survived this attack.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Another Bandit's Talent. Bandit's Talent you? Then I guess it's so pointless to like make them sack. It exiles their graveyard, but then they just play 2 cards next turn. I guess I'm gonna do it. It's something I can do. It's not good. Okay. They actually have nothing going on, huh? Well, let's Mind Rot you. Tick up my Bandit's Talents. Start racking. Oh, wow. We're actually gonna get to rack them? Opt. VV. Gives them a free token. Because of course it does. Play our Surveil land. Let's just fully level up one of our Bandit's Talents. Torch the tower on VV. Sure, why not? I can draw 2. Another Bandit's Talents. You get that to rack mode. Pass. Triple rack. Level 3 does nothing. We actually win this game. Wow, crazy. Cool. We killed them. Good game. Rack, rack, rack. Okay. We took a game from them. Anything else we want to change? Do we want to try to juke about with some forges? Cut a dragon. Like Lily is just, it's just not good against them, but we need some number in our deck, probably. Leave one Lily in. One more cut. Cut another dragon. Try this. Alright, our hand's pretty good. With double Soul Guide Lantern. We have nothing that can kill Vivi. But I don't think we mulligan for that. I think we're gonna keep this. Opt. More opting. Alright. We draw another mountain. Let's play a Soul Guide Lantern. Get rid of one of those cantrips. Drake Catcher. Duress. Let's duress you. Triple Corey Steel Cutter, VB, stock up. I guess we're taking stock up. As soon as they find red mana, we lose. But nothing we can do about that. I guess we just play another Soul Guide Lantern. Probably should have exiled stock up, actually. Okay, so now we lose. BB. Well, I need to find an answer to VV. Let's draw a card. The Iron Crag. Hostile Investigator. Well, I guess we're playing the Hostile Investigator. We've got nothing else. They can only play one Corey Steel Cutter on their turn. Nope. Take it back. They can play two. And get their free tokens. Two free hasty. Oh, they don't get the second one? Do we want to block this? I don't think so. Demolition Field. I guess I'm just gonna play a 4/5 dragon. All right, opponent's got nothing, huh? Let's go for another hostile investigator. Get 2 clues. And think I pass. I do eventually have to kill them. But I gotta keep up good blocks. Stock up, yep. Another stock up. Get their free tokens. Yeah, that's the thing about this deck. Like you can't like not do things because then they just do that. They build a board. And you lose. Yeah, triple stock up on the same turn. They haven't even used their VV mana yet. Well, we want to try to kill Vivi, I guess. So if we block this way, we take 7, 8, 9, 10. We take lethal. Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty dead. Block like this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still lethal there. So I have to block one of these. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Alright, so I need a sweeper. Pyroclasm? Does that do it? It certainly helps. Vivi's already a 5/8. So I have to chump it. Okay, yeah, Pyroclasm. I can only do 4 damage with this. So I guess I gotta kill the Drake Catcher. Play this land, pass. Monstrous Rage. Well, let's see if I can find Anointment Affliction or something. More Monstrous Rage, sure. They just get to kill me when they cast the spells. Yeah, okay. Well, that's the best deck in Standard. That's about to get a huge banhammer swung its way, hopefully. So, our final record with this iteration of B-Sad control was a 2-3. We came close to beating Izzet, Prowess, which is going to get hugely banned in less than a week. So that's a good sign. We lost pretty bad to control. I don't know. It's better than I thought it would be, considering that I just kind of threw it together. And also considering that like land destruction is just so bad in Standard right now. I just think as good as these cards are like in other formats, and maybe there's some matchups where like they're okay. A strategy devoted to trying to really mana screw your opponent by destroying their lands is just not viable in Standard. You really need like you need some like cheaper ways to destroy lands, I think. And the fact that these creatures can only target non-basic lands as well really hampers them. One thing you could do if you really wanted to play land destruction in standard would be to go Jund, so that you can play Assassin's Trophy, which can actually target lands, including basic lands. It does let them replace the land that you destroy with a basic land, but between that and like Sandworms and Demolition Fields, maybe at that point, just the fact that Assassin's Trophy costs 2 and you can start doing it earlier in the game, maybe if you added that in addition to all these other pieces, you could try to really tax your opponent's land. But I just don't, this standard is not the format for this brew. I mean, I still got to do it because it's like my pet deck, but that's one issue with the deck. The other issue with the deck that we saw in the matchup against the Caretaker's Talent deck is that the card draw engines in Standard are just so powerful that it's really hard to win by racking your opponents, because all it takes is one play on the part of your opponent. You know, they just have to resolve the one Caretaker's Talent. Their whole deck, including their mana base, is built to synergize with those card draw pieces to produce an engine. So on the one hand, all they have to do is resolve one spell, and they're basically nullifying everything you're trying to do in the way of discard. On the other hand, like, you have to make absolutely sure that you prevent them from doing that, and it's much harder to be on the like aggressive side of that exchange. And there's just too many cards in Standard that are like that. There's Up the Beanstalk, there's Caretaker's Talent, there's Enduring Innocence, which is in that deck along with Caretaker's Talent. There's like Enduring Curiosity. There's just so many cards that are like, if you resolve this and like do something, you'll draw like 4 cards. So that makes a rack strategy difficult in Standard. So one thing you certainly could do is like be more focused on one plan or the other instead of trying to do all of the above like I am in this deck. But you know, I'll take a 2-3. We had some close games against Izzet. That's the best deck in Standard, and we took a game away from them, so that's not terrible. If I were to play this again, so stuff is gonna rotate. We're losing Liliana of the Veil, actually, so that probably means this deck is like not at all viable post-rotation, because Liliana of the Veil is pretty key to this kind of strategy. It's like actually does everything that the deck wants to do. But if I'm going to play this again before rotation, I think I would add actually probably some more discard to the sideboard. You know, like we can go up to 4 Duresses. I'd maybe add a couple of Pilfers or like Binding Negotiations to get the like discard anything count up to 6, just to maximize your chances of taking away those critical card draw engine pieces. And I don't know what you do against the Izzet deck except just wait for Corey Steelcutter to get banned, and probably Monstrous Rage too. I don't think Vivi will get banned. It's probably a little too early for that to happen, but that deck is going to be seriously neutered. So yeah, a couple more discard pieces for the control-y, combo-y, card draw-y matchups. Maybe just a couple more sweepers. We can only go up to like 1, 2, 3, 4 total sweepers in our 75, which is a decent number. I could see maybe adding 1 or 2 more if you wanted this deck to continue to prosper in current Standard or have a better chance. Just because, like, well, Corey Steelcutter is getting banned, but like, it's still good. Like, there's still lots of decks that play tons of creatures, including the token deck, including like other mid-range deck and domain deck that play overlords and whatnot. So having a couple extra creatures would be nice. But I don't think this deck is really great or anything. I just wanted to play it because it is like a pet archetype of mine, going way back to my very earliest days of playing Magic. And I hadn't tried it in Standard, and now I have. And I'll take a 2-3. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed watching me play some Standard B-Sad Control. If you did, you like off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I stream MTG on my Twitch channel every Tuesday and Friday. There is a link to my Twitch channel in the description if you want to come hang out and check out the action in real time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.